Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waltart and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. You are here for our weekly Wednesday. Today is September 22nd. Every Wednesday I pick a bundle or a stamp set and I come on and I make 2 projects. And then the project sheets for these projects are posted at my blog. They're free and they're printable. You can just go to amandasinspirationstation.com and which is in the link below, and you can print the project sheet. Plus, we'll go over creating them and doing them today. I did just realize though that I need to grab my Simply Score tool because I'm going to need that, and I didn't realize I need that. Okay, so I have some really cute projects today. I have been on a Halloween kick left and right, and I cannot get off of it right now. I've created so many projects. I just want to share them with everybody. So we're going to use the Cutest Halloween bundle today, and this is a stamp set and a punch. Now, right now, currently the punch is on back order until I believe the week of October 11th is when it says it's coming in. We are also using this black and white gingham ribbon, which was on back order. Now it is just where there's so many on back order, it is now unorderable. So right now, that date when they'll be back is to be continued because we don't know, to be determined per se. We're also going to be using the Cute Stars adhesive sheets, so I do like that. And right now this is just a project that we're doing for our weekly Wednesday, but if you follow me on YouTube and you subscribe to my channel, I did last week post a treats class using this bundle. I still intend to go forward with that. I have pre-purchased a bunch of this ribbon, so we should be good on that. The only thing that we would be waiting for would be this, but the mail out is supposed to be October 11th. So depending, we might just wait and mail this. Otherwise, I'll mail this everything and then I'll send this later on. So reach out to me if you are interested in that, if you see that video. But today we are going to make a card and a treat box with this. And I am super excited about this box because I'm super excited about this card too, but let me share the box first. So the box opens from the side here, and inside is a Little Debbie's Pumpkin Brownie. I love these. I think they come like 6 in a box. So when I created this box and I designed it and figured out all the measurements, I did it with this brownie in mind. However, I'm sure there might be other Little Debbie treats or brownies that might fit in there as well. So we are going to make this little treat box. And then with this card that we're going to make, I love this card because I love cats. For those who know me know I love cats. I am totally a cat lady, and I will hands down admit it. I am not ashamed of it. I have 3 cats. And they say 2 cats, you like cats, 3 cats, you're a cat lady. Well, guess what? I'm a cat lady. So I have 2 black cats, and one black cat's name is Boo. Her real name's Raja. We have called her Boo for a long time. So when I saw the stamp that says, "Hey Boo," of course, I think of my cat. But I put "Hey Boo," and then it says, "You put a smile on my face." So this is a cute card. And I'm going to show you a fun technique to get this angled scoring on the background of this cardstock here, because I was looking at the candy stripe here, and that's what I kind of went by. I was like, oh, I want my paper to look striped. So I'm going to show you a fun little technique with that. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started with the card. Let's do the card first. So we are going to need a few things. We are going to need a piece of black cardstock. Now, we are going to use our paper trimmer today because I want to share with you a little bit about this, because on the inside I did trim this and then I matched it up with this die to this die, the scalloped rectangle die, which these scalloped rectangle dies, I brought my dies out because I do want to share with you some of the dies that we're going to be using today. So the scalloped rectangle die is from the Scalloped Contours, and I am using the second to largest one. So I cut one out in black and I cut one out in white, and that's what we're going to use today for that. For the other part of this card, for these two die pieces, we are using the Stitch So Sweetly, and we're using these two dies right here. So I have this in black, and then I have this in white. And then for the box, these two dies right here are from the Tasteful Labels, and they're these two right here. So I did want to share with you the dies that we are using. Again, they'll be right in the project sheet, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, so I have an 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock in the basic black. I'm going to fold it in half and score it with my bone folder. Now, you can score it at 4 1/4 if you would like, but I would still use your bone folder to varnish in those creases, okay? Now we're going to trim off, we want to trim off 1 1/4 inch. So I'm going to bring my paper trimmer over here, and I'm literally going to just open this up. I'm going to bring it to the 1 1/4 inch, and I'm going to go like this. Yes, I know we have a new paper trimmer. I do have that paper trimmer. I do love that paper trimmer, but I still have blades for this old paper trimmer, so I still use it. So there's that. Okay, so for this card now, you have an extra piece here that you can use for whatever you want. Throw it in your scrap, your bin, however you want. All right, so I have my 2 pieces of my scallop dies here. Now we're going to use the cute Halloween 6x6 designer series paper, and I already have my piece cut for the inside of my black, and I want to share the measurements with you. Keep in mind, again, the measurements and the supply list are on the project sheet, but this measures at 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. So it's kind of a weird dimension. I probably could have made it a little bit longer, but I wanted to have space between the stitched part on here. So we're going to just put this flat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just get this going here. And I'm just going to place this right inside here. Just like that. Okay. Now I have my piece here of my Flirty Flamingo. And we're going to do this piece last because I'm going to show you how we're going to score it to give it those candy stripes. This is 2.5 by 5 1/4, but I'm going to set that aside. Then we have our 2 dyed pieces here. We have this dyed piece, which is the inside. And then I have 2 cats here. Now, one of the cats we're actually going to stamp and make. The other cat, we're going to use our punch and just punch out. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I don't want to ruin my little pumpkin here because I could use this pumpkin for another card. And he's cute, so we're going to set him aside. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the punch here and I'm going to put the cat right like that. And I'm going to punch the cat out. So now we have a cat. And then let's do some stamping first and we'll get this done. So we're going to do some stamping. So let's open up the card here because we're going to do some stamping in the center here. I'm going to put my cat there. I'm going to put this over here because we're going to do some stamping. So let's get out our Flirty Flamingo ink pad and we're going to do the sentiment in the center. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to get out our little candy corns, which I just realized I did not put on a block. So I'll put that on a block real quick. And we're going to put those in pumpkin pie. So I have my pumpkin pie ink pad here. And we'll just put those on a block. And I'm going to just kind of angle it. You can angle it however you want. Just like that. So we have that done. And we're going to set this aside now because we're not going to put that in just yet. because we want to make sure that we line it up with this piece. So now we need our little candy corns, which again, I don't know why I forgot the candy corn to put the candy corn on the little blocks, but that's okay. All right, so here's that. So we're going to get out the pumpkin pie again. And we also need Memento, and we need that for the Hey Boo. And I promise you I did put that on a block. So we're going to ink that up. And I like to really make sure when I use my Memento, it's really inked up, because I like it when it's like jet black. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to get out our little candy corn, and we're going to just kind of do it in different angles over here. And then I'll angle this one down like this. All right, so there's that. All right, we do not need pumpkin pie anymore, but we are going to need the Memento, so I'm going to leave that out because we're going to do the cat. So I'm going to stamp the cat at the top of this scrap piece of basic white. And the reason why I'm going to do it at the top is because then when I flip it over, I can literally go like this and I'm not wasting a ton of paper. That's just me. It really doesn't matter. Sometimes I do waste a lot of paper. All right, so we're going to stamp the outline of the cat in Memento Black. And we're going to do the cat whiskers, which... I need to put that on a block too, because I didn't do that. I clearly wasn't thinking about the faces of these little guys here. So we're going to do the cat face in Memento Black as well. And we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do that. All right, so I don't need the Memento Black anymore, but I do need the Smoky Slate. And I am going to need the Flirty Flamingo again. All right. So for the cat, what I did is I took the solid part of the cat's face and I put it in Smoky Slate, but I stamped off over here and then I stamped in so that it was a lighter, lighter cat. So that way you could really see like the features of the face and the whiskers and the eyes. And then I just went ahead and I did the little cheeks. I think it's so cute. I have to tell you, I absolutely love the pumpkins on here too. This and the ghosts. I think Stampin' Up! Did such a wonderful job this year with all of their Halloween stuff. I just can't get enough of it. I love it. Frightfully Cute is adorable too, that bundle. This bundle is absolutely adorable. I love it all. All right, so now we have these two pieces. We have the inside piece, we have our two cats, and we have this piece. So in order to put our card together, we just have to finish with the Flirty Flamingo. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to bring out my Simply Score tool. And I'm going to show you how I did this angle. Now on the project sheet, I actually took a picture of this for you. And so there is a picture. But what I did is I literally took my piece of cardstock here and I took some washi tape. If you do not have washi tape, painter's tape would work just fine too. Doesn't matter where you set this on your score line, as long as one of the corners here is like up here in a corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of leave it like that for a second, just to kind of hold it in place. And I'm going to take my score tool here and I'm going to just go like this. And now that I have the corner here, I'm going to now put a little washi tape up there. And I like to use the smaller side of this. I feel like I get more control with it. And I probably should have done this prior to the video. Still showed you guys how to do it and then had another one just sitting to the side that I could use, but I didn't. Clearly I was totally prepared today. Sometimes I feel like my Wednesdays are like Mondays. Sometimes I feel more prepared on a Monday. How funny is that? All right, so I'm just literally creating these like stripes. I think a long time ago, Stampin' Up! Actually had like a plate that you could just set on top of this, and it was angled. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they did. And if that's the case and you still have one, pull it out, use it. But if you don't, because I don't, I mean, I feel like there was one. This is an easy alternative way to do this. Now I'm just going to move this so I can get that little guy right there. There we go. And I'm just going to leave that there. And now we have just created candy stripes and honestly texture. I love it. So we're going to go ahead now and we're going to use our Stampin' Seal here. Oh, wow. Aren't we having just some issues today? Well, that's weird. Well, folks, I have a little mishap going on right now. So we will not be using this. Let's get out my green glue. And we'll just do that. Sorry about that. I'll have to tinker with that later. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to place that on the front panel first. Now what I'm going to do, I'm also going to place this die on the white piece on the black piece, and I'm going to just do that flat. So I'm going to leave that there. Now the cats are going to be popped up, so I'm going to get out some dimensionals here, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of the cats for right now. And this piece is also going to be popped up, so I'm going to also pop that up. This piece on the inside is going to be flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to eyeball it. I want this to be center. So I'm going to put this piece in first before I even do the outside of the card, because I want my black scallop to match the white. So we're going to go ahead and place that in. So there's that. So now what I want is I want this to match this. And how I want to do that. So I do want to use dimensionals. So I know that this side I'm going to place dimensionals on this side. And I'm also going to, I can see where this goes. So I'm going to put a dimensional there and I'm going to put a dimensional there. I know that this is within my, okay, and I'm going to put one more there. One more for good measure. We all know that I love dimensionals. So I'm going to peel these dimensionals off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up on this side here like this. I'm going to put my fingers down and then I'm going to press like that. That way I know that I put the dimensionals on this piece. So I know that it's not going to be hanging over the edge and sticking to this piece. So there, that's how you do it. Now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to pop it up right in the center like that. And then I'm going to do the cats because they're so cute. And I'm just going to kind of angle that cat like that, put that cat like that. Well, okay, that cat's a little crooked. Put that cat like that. And there you have it. Hey, boo, you put a smile on my face. Super cute. Okay, I like it. I like it, like it. Okay, so let's go ahead now and do the treat box. Because who doesn't want a brownie treat box? I mean, for real. All right, so for our treat box, you need a piece. We're going to get out our Simply Score tool again. because you need a piece of cardstock that measures 6 1/4 by 7. So let's bring out our Simply Score tool. Let's get this off there. All right. Now this is our 7. This is the 6 1/4 side. We want to score it on the landscape side, which the landscape side would be the 7. And we want to score it at 3/4. So we're going to score it at 3/4. We're going to score it at 3 1/4. We're going to score it at 4. And then we're going to score it at 6 1/2. Just like that. Now we're going to turn it so we're on the short side so that it goes to 6 1/4. And we're going to score it at 3/4 again. We're going to score it at 4 3/4. And then we're going to score it at 5 1/2. So that's how that looks. All right, so now we're going to cut this. And I have to really see for a moment of how I cut this. So we are going to take this, we're going to cut on this score line here. We're going to cut on all the score lines. And with these ones, I'm going to kind of make these like little darts. They're a lot easier when you're doing the box to have those little darts, okay? Now, I do want to get rid of, we're going to make this, because this, hold on, I gotta look to see which is my top before I mess this up. All right, so this is going to be my side here, and hopefully I don't mess this up, because if I do, I have a picture of this box completely done on the project sheet, because we're going to fold this box like this. This is how this box is going to go, like this, okay? This is going to be the base here. So we're going to kind of create a little dart there and a little dart there. Now we're going to go on this side and we're going to do the same thing, only with this one. This is going to be our top of our box. Wait, let me just make sure I have this, because I really don't want to mess this up for you guys. Yes. All right, so I'm going to score on that score line, score on that score line, and score on that score line. All right, so now we're going to take this one completely off. Sorry, sometimes I just need to pay attention. And I get talking and I don't always pay attention. We're going to take this one completely off. So technically that whole thing is completely off. We're going to create a little dart here. And just kind of angle them in, because they really do close. It really helps the way the box closes and opens. All right. Now, I'm going to get out. I want to round the corners here. I find when you round the corners to a box that it works a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in our detailed trio punch. If you do not have this punch, it is a current punch, so you definitely can purchase it. If not, maybe you have your own corner punch. Maybe you have the back of the envelope board that we used to have. All right, so now we need tear and tape, or you could use tear and tape, or you can use green glue. For just this, I usually use green glue because it gives you a couple minutes to like really work with it. If you make a mistake, you can wiggle it and move it. But when I'm doing just this piece, I will do tear and tape. I'm literally going to just close the box here. So I have this like this. I'm literally just going to fold this over like this. And there's the part of the box. Okay. So now we're going to turn this in. We're going to turn this in and fold this down. So I am going to use my green glue. Again, you can use tear tape. You can use whatever you want. And I'm going to set that down just to kind of varnish it in. And I'm actually going to take my bone folder here just to kind of put some pressure on it down below. Now this flap here we do not need, so we're going to cut it off. I could have cut it off beforehand, but I wanted to make sure that I had the box right before I did that. So I just cut it off because now we're going to tuck this in like this, and then this folds like this. And there's your box. Voila! Okay, so now we have some pieces here that we need for our box. I have my 2 die pieces. I have a scrap paper of pumpkin pie for my little pumpkins. And then I have some designer series paper from the Cute Halloween 6x6. You're going to need 2 of this size and 2 of this size. This side here measures at 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And then this is 3 3/4 by 1/2. Because we are going to put this on the front and this one on the back. And then we're going to put this one on the side and this one on the side. Okay. So let's go ahead and glue that on. And then we'll do this little piece here, dot, dot, not a lot. And we're just going to, oh, see, that one just slid right off. Talk about some wiggle room. All right. I'm going to do that one. See, I feel like I just got the bottom of this box on a little crooked. So let's, there we go. Okay, and one last one here. I didn't get a little glue here in the corner. Boy, I'm batting 1,000 with this glue today. I promise, I'm usually better at it. All right. So we'll just hold it for a minute. And just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and put our brownie in it. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you is you could make a little notch here if you wanted to have it open a little bit easier. That is something you definitely can do. We do not carry anymore these little circle punches. Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry them, but if you still have your circle punch, you could just go like this, go right inside like that and create like a little notch. These notches a lot of times will just help the box open. I am going to trim this just a little bit more because I can, there we go. And you could do it like that as well. But I did not do a notch for this box. I didn't feel it was really a necessity, so I didn't do it. So let's get out our gorgeous grape and we're going to stamp Treat Yourself. And we're not going to stamp that upside down. So I'm going to kind of move it over to the right. I am definitely not centering it because I want to be able to have space for my pumpkins. And then we're going to get out the pumpkin pie. And we're going to do some pumpkins here. Now, let's see where this is in our punch. So if the pumpkin is this way, I will probably stamp it that way. So I'm using pumpkin pie on pumpkin pie. And then I have the Memento Black for the face, which I did do the face. I know I did the face. Where's the face? Maybe I didn't do the face. Seriously, apparently I just wanted to do all the... No, I did do the face. Where's the face? Here's the face. See? I'm I'm tricking myself. I love this little face. I think it's so cute. All right, so we need 2 of these. So I'm going to put it in on the side like this. And I'm going to punch it out. This way I'm not wasting a lot of paper. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here. So I'll just go like that. Do another little face because we want 2 of them. And then I'm just going to put it in there like that. And then I do have this piece if I want to use it for anything else. Get rid of that. We do not need any more ink pads. So I can go ahead and close these up and get them out of the way. All right, so we're going to put this piece flat onto this piece, but we're going to pop these up and these guys up with dimensionals. So let's get our dimensionals on the backs here. And then, so there's that. But before we attach these now, we need to wrap our ribbon around our box. And we need to put our treat in our box because we don't want to give our box to somebody without a treat. All right, so the ribbon. I am going to lay this ribbon kind of like this. I'm going to lay it up. I want to make sure that there's a good 6 inches up here, good 5 to 6 inches, because I like to make big bows. I think the big bows look adorable. And I'm tying it on the side like this for you to open the side and making this part of the top of the treat so that the bow, you never have to untie it to get your treat out. You can still keep it the way it is. So there's that. And now we're going to just peel the back of this. And we're going to place that right over the top like that. And then we're going to do our little pumpkins. So I have one like that and I have one like that. And then we're going to get out these cute little stars because you need a little star, and I'm using the black, and I did one up in the corner. But you know, I got to be honest, I really feel like one needs to be kind of over here. Yep, I do. I feel like it needed that. So we're going to do that. We're adding it. And you know what? I feel like it needs to be one more. All right, there we go. There. Yeah, I like the more stars better. Okay, there is our treat box. Had a few little hiccups today, but you know, hey, don't we all have a few hiccups when we're crafting? So there is our cute Little Debbie's Pumpkin Brownie box, along with our little cute Hey Boo card, and then doing the texture on the cards. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hop on over to Amanda's Inspiration Station and get the measurements on the free printable project sheet. I will see you guys next week for our weekly Wednesday. You guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks. Bye.